When it comes to an IROC blue, hands down, is the best color. TPI 305, T-tops. Let's see what it does on the open road. Gotta love T-tops and cold AC. We have a 1986 IROC with a documented 42,467 actual miles. It is a clean Carfax, clean Autocheck, no accidents or damage ever reported, and just a really cool, clean IROC, and arguably the best color. So being that this is an 86, you had a couple engine options. You had the carbureted 305, or you had the tune port injected 305, and that is what this car is. So it's got the better engine option for an 86. There was no 350 available until 1987. So when you got an 86, the TPI 305 was the engine that you were gonna get. That was your best setup. Has your stock 700R4 automatic overdrive transmission. No complaints there. You have cold AC, you have hot heat, you have your power steering, power four-wheel disc brakes, manifolds, full-length exhaust, and then you have a aftermarket Magnaflow catback exhaust system, which sounds really good. Not terribly loud, just you know that you have an aftermarket exhaust system on it, and it just has a good note to it. And to be honest, driving this back-to-back with a TPI 350 and this one being a TPI 305, you're not going to know much of a difference. Neither one of them are considered fast, but it runs well for what it is and it cruises great. Drivability I would classify as excellent. On the interior, you have the gray cloth interior, and it's fantastic in here. Seat covers front and rear are excellent. Top of your dash looks great. Steering wheel's in excellent condition. Gauges are clear and easy to read. Factory style stereo, heat and AC controls, console's in great shape. Carpet, floor mats, door panels themselves, all of that really looks excellent. You have your power windows, you have your locks, you have tilt and you have cruise. You have your electric release for the hatch here, which works. And then you also have your electric pull down for the hatch in the back. It is slower, but it does work. And then same thing with your power windows. They do obviously make it all the way down and make it all the way up, but they are a little bit slower, pretty notorious. As far as the does it work section for this IROC, the horn only works when you push on it really, really hard. So we have it listed as a no, but you have to push on it in the exact right spot and you can get it to work. So it is intermittent, that's why we have it listed as a no. And then the cruise control is also listed as a no, but we will try that again on our return trip. So sometimes that will kick on, but most likely it's still gonna probably be a no, but we'll at least give it a shot on the return trip. The does it work section, Carfax, Autocheck, motor numbers, VIN numbers, the RPO tags, which are in the glove box right there. All of that stuff can be found in the additional media tab on the website, pcclassiccars.com. Click on the inventory, click on this IROC, scroll to the bottom of the page, and you're gonna see that additional media section there, which is gonna have all that extra stuff that you guys are gonna wanna find. But we're warmed up. Let's go ahead and test out the TPI 305. It's no slouch. I mean, it runs really well for what it is. I don't feel like I'm starving for more power. So again, it runs exactly like a 42,000 mile car should run like. Really good performance if you ask me. On the undercarriage, also excellent condition. From the front to the back, everything is in great shape. No major deep, nasty corrosion. Really shows great on the undercarriage. Obviously you have that aftermarket exhaust, which is kind of in your face, but it shows well. You have the nice exhaust tips coming out the back. And then on the exterior, it's the best color. It's bright blue. Everyone calls it IROC blue. Paint quality is fantastic. It represents exactly how a 42,000 mile car should represent like. You have little touch-ups, little flaws here and there. You have some imperfections in the stripe down low on the car, and then again, some stone chips on the lower portion of the body just from it being driven. But overall, cosmetically, it represents great. Your wheels have a few imperfections in them. Tires are, I think, a 2019 date coat on the tire. Obviously, T-tops are off, but they're in great shape. Couple little scratches on the T-tops themselves, but the glass is not cracked at all and it shows nice. They obviously come on and off. You have your key to lock them. And IROC blue, it's just an excellent color. Shows great, and again, being a T-top car, it really is just an awesome, awesome looking car. Really iconic from the 80s. I feel like I need to be listening to some like Motley Crue or something while I drive this car. Downshift's fantastic. Pulls well. You'll bury that speedo because it's an 85-mile-an-hour speedo, but that's what these were born with, and that's what you got to work with. But you can drive these cars on the interstate, keep up with traffic, cruise at 75, 80 miles an hour on the interstate without a worry. As far as your suspension goes, everything checks out really nice. Everything's tight front, back. Steering is real responsive. Car goes where we want it to go. No weird rattles, no weird shakes. This generation car, like in general, is notorious for having real bad plastic rattles and kind of squeaks and moans and groans. This is a nice, tight driving car. Feels good in here. Seat foam feels great. The way the console's set up, the way my hand sits on the top of the steering wheel. And again, being that it is tilt, you can get comfortable in here. I'm 6 foot tall, fit in here great. Nothing's really uncomfortable at all. You can put some people in the back. They're gonna be a little snug back there, but you could definitely do it. Looking out over the windshield, you do have some isolated little stone chips in the glass, but nothing's like a bullseye or nothing's like spider cracked. Nothing really impedes your vision other than just you can see where the little chips are over here on the driver's side. But it's clear and easy to see out the windshield. You have your manual mirrors. Back glass looks good. You do have your rear defogger there, which works. I did not test the cruise, so we're gonna go ahead and try that for y'all. Cruise is not engaging, so something probably simple with the cruise, but not the end of the world. We're gonna go ahead and roll into the throttle here and just leave the chase car. Again, not that a lot of the stuff is fast, but might be time for a chase car upgrade so they can keep up with me a little bit better. But it makes their life interesting. Figure out where Mike's going today. As far as in the compartment in the back, you have your T-top bags, plastics, everything represents great back there. The electric pull down for the deck lid does work. Again, it's a little bit slow, but you basically close the deck lid, it'll grab, and then it will start pulling itself down and it will lock into place. All of that does work, shows nice back there. And guys, I'm having a blast riding around in a T-top IROC with my cold AC. Makes for a really fun driving experience in the Texas summer. As far as the engine bay, you have your hood release over here on the kick panel, then you have your secondary release up under the hood in the front. Everything in that engine compartment is fantastic. Firewall looks good. It is the original TPI 305 that this car was born with. Nothing is out of place. Nothing's really been messed with in that engine bay. It represents great. Belts, hoses, wiring, serviceable equipment, all checks out good. Disclaimer list, recapping that doesn't work for the horn. But again, you got to get it in the right spot and got to push it kind of hard. I was able to get it to honk a couple times, but it's mostly in-op for the horn, and then the cruise control's not working. Couple little touch-ups in the paint, and then the decals on the outside of the car. And you have one hell of a cool IROC in the best color, which is IROC blue. Excellent miles. Something you can keep as a collectible, drive, do whatever you want to do. Not sure we'll get much of a tire chirp, but we'll bring it down into low gear and see what we can do from a dead stop here. That's actually pretty surprising, but hey, it runs well. And there you guys have it. As always, my name is Michael. This is a 1986 Chevrolet Camaro IROC-Z in bright blue metallic, gray interior, TPI 305, 42,000 miles. From myself and everybody here at PC Classic Cars, we appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of our test drives. Make sure you check out that additional media section on the website, pcclassiccars.com. Check out the content we're posting across the social platforms every single day. We'll catch you guys on the next video.